Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome to Greymane Gaming. Thank you for joining me once again in Dreamlight Valley on our weekly visit. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you all. And it has been a week since I've done a video. Wow, it's just been so busy right now between Allie working in the night shift and me doing other things and trying to get stuff done. We have a big holiday season coming up, and we are looking forward to it, of course, but it also means a lot of work, and that's what I have been doing. I wish I could find time to do more videos, but I'm going to try. I don't know what I'm going to do videos on. That's the thing. It's like Dreamlight Valley, I've been playing a little bit, and as you can see, I got my dock behind me. Now, I don't know, it's kind of weird. You can't get up on it, and it doesn't, because of it's in three separate parts, it doesn't connect together, which that's the drawback, I think, of Dreamlight Valley. Everything is like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is put together wrong. It's a nice aesthetic wise, but maybe I put it together wrong. If you guys have any other ideas about it, I don't know. But I have it here. It looks nice. It just looks like it's put together. Let me see. Let's try something while we're right here. So if I go there and I grab this, see, see, you can't put it together. You just can't. There's no way to do that whatsoever. I can't turn it around. Or I can, but I don't think that kind of puts, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't like. I mean, it looks kind of corny if it's not together. I mean, Gameloft, you need to learn that these things need to snap together. And maybe there's a way to do it. I don't think so, because it just has collision, and you just can't get close to it. So, Gameloft should probably not make these if that's the case, because it looks corny. It really does look corny. It's a nice piece, and from afar, it looks pretty cool, right? Come over here, and it looks all right like that. It looks cool, but you get up close, and yeah, it kind of takes away from the actual. It needs some functionality. Let's put it that way. I'm tired of looking at things in here that you can't do anything with. It's just, they're just like set pieces, I want something different. I want something that, now in this day and age, we shouldn't just have things that are placed there to look at. We have wonderful game assets that can make them functional, and I think it's just probably lazy on the part of the developers to make things that just look and you can't touch or anything. But that's the way Dreamlight is for the most part. So how's everyone doing? I will tell you, I did get through my scans and all is well. I didn't find anything. Nothing has returned, and I had a CT scan on my chest and my abdomen, and nothing turned up. It was all clean, so that's a big relief, at least for now. I'll have to go back in probably 6 months and have it done again. I have to do it, I think, for 3 years after, after your surgery, or after you are, whatever happens, you have to have scans to, just to make sure that your cancer has not returned. And if it does return, you've caught it early enough to do something about it. So I guess that's the important thing. I want to tell that to everyone. Get checked. Get checked out. I mean, when it comes to your health, there's nothing more important. You can have millions and millions and hundreds of gazillions of dollars. You can be Elon Musk, for crying out loud, but if you're unhealthy, if you have an ailment, then that doesn't matter, right? You can have all the money in the world, and it's not going to spare you 1 minute more. It's not going to help you if you have something wrong with you. So. And as they say, and as I have, it's been drilled into me for the last 2 years. All right, I was, a pretty healthy guy up until the point of where I found out that I had kidney cancer. And it was originally chalked off as a kidney stone. Okay, I thought I had a kidney stone. And the doctors all thought I had a kidney stone. It wasn't until, and I went for like a year or two thinking I had a kidney stone. I needed to up my water, stop eating potassium so much, don't eat a lot of phosphorus, don't eat a lot of folate in your foods. Watch, because I eat like a lot of vegetables. I eat like a lot of fruits, especially like pears and stuff, and they're pretty high in potassium. Not so much pears, I guess. You don't want. I had to cut back on like bananas, which are full of potassium. And every doctor in the world said, "Oh yeah, it's you have a kidney stone in there. You have a kidney stone in there." Because I had the back pain and everything else, and it was just and so every doctor in the world was wrong. All right. The idea being is that if I hadn't had I ended up in a lot of pain, and I went to the ER. This is 2 years after this all started. So I was living for 2 years, with this back pain, blah, 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 and you guys may have heard it. I was I was doing videos at that time. And, one ER doctor said, okay, let's get a CAT scan on this guy. I had never had a CAT scan in my life. Never. My very first CAT scan. And he's like, let's get a CAT scan. And it is that guy, it is that doctor, that ER doctor, that saved my life, because if he had not done the CAT scan, I would never have known that I had a tumor on my kidney. They would have kept on chalking it up to kidney stone, kidney stone, kidney stone. Eventually, it would have spread. Eventually, the cancer would have spread. And then I would have been in a lot of trouble. Okay, so it always pays to advocate for yourself, to get in there. And if you know something is wrong with you and you have a doctor that is telling you something and they swear it's this and this and this, don't take their word for it. Get the test done. All right? Demand something. Say, I want this done. I want a CAT scan. I want this. I want to know for sure. Because if I'm having a pain and you're not addressing it, maybe you are addressing it, but you're not really addressing it, right? It's like half-ass addressing it. Then advocate for yourself, because doctors don't really give a rat's ass about you. They don't. When you get to my doctor anyway, I feel like I'm on like a part of a conveyor belt, like in and out. They try to get you in and out within like 10 minutes, right? They don't really care, right? I mean, you are a number to them. They run you through. Next. Okay. Oh, here, take this medicine. Bye. Okay, that's what doctors do for the most part. Look at those pants. Those are nice. I'm gonna get that. Oh, it's a jumpsuit. Oh, I'm gonna get it, or like a painter's. Yeah. We're gonna get those. But yeah, so be your own advocate, when it comes to your health, because it might save your life. So, and of course, I want to thank that doctor in the ER who was smart enough to say, well, you've been at this for a long time now, and nothing is happening. You've changed your diet, you're drinking a lot more water, you're doing this, and something's wrong. Let's have a look inside, CAT scan. And sure enough, they found, a tumor on my kidney. Then they ended up, long story short, if you're new here, they ended up removing my left kidney, and with that, they removed the cancer. And so now I'm on scans to make sure that it has not returned anywhere, because cancer, I guess there's a higher chance of cancer returning after the first 2 years of the like initial diagnosis. So, and I was diagnosed over 2 years. I was diagnosed in uh, November of 2024, or was it 2023? 2023. 2023? 2024. I don't remember which year it was. Let's see. I got my surgery last year, which was 2025. So 2024. Um, so that is, you know, you want to be your own advocate. So that's what we're learning here today on Dreamlight Valley. Be your own advocate. Take care of your health. Get the exams. Go get the exams that you need, right? Everything. Always be checked. Don't let it go. It's so important because you will find that preventative maintenance on yourself is a lot better than waiting till something goes wrong, because then you spend months and years in and out of doctor's offices, which is what I'm doing now. It's like I'm so tired of hospitals and tired of, needles and x-rays and CAT scans. I mean, it's not so bad now, but when I had the problem, it was like every week I had to go on for scans, and had to go on for blood tests to make sure that everything wasn't spreading. Before my surgery, it was like all the time. I think I got I don't know how many CAT scans I got in that year. It was like astronomical. It was like 12. And that's not good for you either, having all those CAT scans. But, I had a urologist, I had this guy, and they all called for CAT scans. So it was quite extensive. And so it's much easier to go in one time a year, get your checkup. If you're, if you're a male, have your prostate, your PSA tested. That's just a blood test now. You don't have to worry about, please bend over kind of deal with the doctor. That doesn't happen so much anymore. Only if they see something wrong with your PSA. Now, if you're a male, PSA, it's just a blood test. So if your PSA is elevated, they might look further. Usually it's, that's all that you get though. If you're a male, get your PSA. All right, you want to know where your prostate is. Even if you're, probably, you can start that in your late 30s, I would think. If you're a female, definitely get your mammogram done. That is so important. I mean, Allie put it off, and I just made her go. Go get it done. Mammogram is important. I know it's scary. It is. Believe me, I've been through so many. They're all scary. Go get them done. Help yourself, because you don't want what comes if you don't. You don't want this, folks. You do not want this. You want to prevent it. So, preventative is the best thing. That's my PSA for today. Not my PSA test. That's my public service announcement. Not my prostate exam. All right, what else is going on? We're going to check the story here in a second and get this. I'll eat those. We're going to get those. We got a lot of news going on. We have some sad news that's going to happen. Well, I guess we'll wait on that for right before we do the dogs and stuff, because it all comes with that. But PlayStation has announced there's a new PS5 coming out on September 14th. In connection with the new Wolverine game. They have a Wolverine-inspired PlayStation. Now, I don't know. They are already talking about the PlayStation 6 coming out, so maybe they're trying to unload the PS5s, one last time. But it is $650 for this PlayStation 5. That's a heck of a lot of money for a PlayStation, a console that's at the end of its, of this iteration. It's at the end of its life. We're coming into the PS6 now. It's at some point in the near future. So $650 for an old PS5. I mean, an old like the end of the generation of the PS5. That's a lot of money to pay for Wolverine. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can get the skins and stuff. You can slap them on your PlayStation, but a lot of people want those because they're limited edition. Now, I won't buy that. I'm not that big of a Wolverine fan that I need to have a PlayStation 5 with Wolverine on it. But Another announcement that they think leaked, and now listen, we called this, all right? I called this months ago. I told you months, and you all can verify. You heard me say it before they even announced, before there was like a small amount of information on the new Zelda coming to the Switch, the remake of the Ocarina of Time coming to the Switch 2, which is coming out in, I believe, November. I said they're going to raise the price of the Nintendo Switch 2. They're going to in correlation with the rise in price of the Nintendo Switch 2, they're going to release a limited edition Zelda Switch 2 for the 40th anniversary, and it's probably going to come in correlation with the remake of the Ocarina of Time. And sure enough, they have got leaked pictures of the Legend of Zelda Switch 2 coming out. Supposedly, that's the leak, this fall. So, now if you're a collector, I'm a collector, I'll probably pick it up because I love The Legend of Zelda. I love Ocarina of Time. I love, but my favorite game, of course, is Majora's Mask. But out of all the Zeldas, I love Majora's Mask. That's my favorite game. But I'm sure that the leak is probably true. Now, we called this months and months ago. You guys remember I said this. There's going to be a limited edition Switch 2 based on Zelda. And I said, you mark my words. And sure enough, it is coming. I believe it's coming. The leak, that only makes sense. It's the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. It is, the remake of the Ocarina of Time. And then they have a price increase for the Nintendo Switch 2 that is coming, I believe, in September. And so, only makes sense that they want to entice you. People are greedy. Humans just by nature are greedy. They're greedy. Your grandma would probably sell you out if it came down. I'm just kidding. But Allie and I, we are in a business where we see people that it's just cutthroat. They will cut you for $1. We are in that kind of a business. We do a lot of craft shows and stuff, and the people there, they will undercut you. They are people are greedy, and that's just the way it is. I don't care who it is. Some nice little old lady, she will throw you under the bus for $1. That's just the way it goes. So, but that's the nature of the beast, I guess. But that is coming out. I can almost guarantee you're going to see it. They're probably going to announce it very, very soon. And so if you want to pick up a new Nintendo Switch 2, or if you're waiting on getting one, probably now's the time then will be the time to buy one, because The Legend of Zelda, especially if you love Zelda, and I'm probably going to pick one up. I'm going to definitely pick one up. So, all right. What else do we have in the news today? We have, sadly, Jackie the bald eagle has passed away. What a very sad story that was. She was attacked by 2 younger eagles. She got sick. She got anemic. And they tried to keep her alive, and she passed away a couple days ago. So very sad for Shadow, the bald eagle, and Jackie. And Velveteen, one of the dogs that was returned to Lee Asher at the Asher house. He had adopted her out, very young girl. Adopted her out healthy, and some asshat that adopted her destroyed her. She came back, some excuse that this. They waited, they starved this poor dog, and Lee Asher demanded her back, went and got her back from the veterinarian, and she was skin and bones, just completely starved. Some, asshat that was probably like feeding his fat face while while the dog sat there and starved, wanting food, and the dog was just it was too hard on her, and she passed away. So my heart goes out to Velveteen and to Lee Asher, and my boot goes out to the guy who starved her. I want to ram it right up your, right into your teeth, you scumbag. You're a scumbag, right? This is what I'm talking about, greed with these people. What a scumbag, and he deserves to go to prison or jail. We need tougher laws on these asshats because he tortured that dog. He tortured that dog. That scumbag needs to go to jail. So if you guys go over to Lee Asher on the Asher House, go over to his page on YouTube and demand justice for Velveteen and demand that this asshat scumbag be put in jail. I know Lee said he's going to be prosecuting. I hope that he does it. I hope that they really throw the book at this jerk and that he pays for. I mean, nothing can bring her back, but scumbags need to learn that if they can't be responsible with animals, then they don't take them in the first place. And you need to pay. You need to go to jail and learn your lesson, you dirty scumbag. And that's straight from Gray. Straight from Gray to you, scumbag. If you're, I don't think he's watching my video, but if he ever does, you're a scumbag. All right, let's go check. Let's go to. I know. I feel so bad for Velveteen. I feel bad for Lee Asher's wife, Sarah. Was brokenhearted. She had such high hopes for for Velveteen. Velveteen was coming around. She had to go through 3 surgeries as this poor dog, and her little body. Well, she wasn't little, but she was she was a puppy. Her body couldn't handle it, and she just ended up one day where she just gave up. So the poor girl. All right, let's see what we have here. We're gonna get off that subject. Nothing new so far. I want that. Oh yeah, I want the outfit. Let's see what it is. Look at this. This is 16,000. That's a lot of cannolis. Wow, you guys jacked up the price. Artist overalls. All right, I like them though, so I'm taking them. 1,600. Was it 16,000 or 100? I don't remember. Maybe it was 1,600. What did I just pay for those? I'm gonna have to go back and look on the video. I think it was 16,000. If it did, that is highway robbery, Scrooge. Was it 1,600? Maybe it was like 1,600. Maybe I just misread it. We have a lamp here. We have a single pixel standing lamp from Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, we'll take it. Something new. I don't know what that's. Maybe I read it wrong. I'm gonna have to go back and look at this video myself now and see if I just paid 1,600 or 16,000. Oh, look at these ornate doors. Beautiful. 24. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I was talking too much to to know. We got the Grecian Villadors for 24,000. Ooh. Well, I'm really spending. Hey, Tig. I'm spending the old cashola today. Those artist overalls better not have been 16,000 for a pair of pants. That's all I can say. But they might have been. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look. Alright, what else do we have? We don't have anything here. No, got all this. Yeah. Alright, we got all this stuff. We're good to go. That's some pretty good stuff, though. I like those overalls. I think I should put them on? Wait, I wonder, can we see how much they are from Scrooge for like a rebuy? Let me go. Where's Scrooge?
Anyone seen a missing arrow?
Never mind. I guess we're okay. I'm not going to bother. Should I? Nah. Alright, let's look.
Good day, dear.
Good day. Let's see. Let me see. I wonder what it would be considered. Why can't I? It's not a skirt. Not a dress. How come they don't have pants here? It must have been 1,600. I don't see. All right. Never mind. I'll check it out on the video. Never mind, Scrooge.
Hope you have a bull market day.
Yeah. So yeah, that is the shop for today, everyone. We're gonna do comments here in a second. Alrighty. Let me see. I got a lot of like junk here that's just hanging around. No, stop playing with the candles, Gray. Okay. So, well, let's look at the, what are we looking at first? Let's go to, oh, did you guys finish up the event here? I have not been able to do share some sweetness. I don't know why. Look at, alright, so I have 25 of these things. Let me go. Let's do, I've already spent 2, but I've got 22 of those marshmallows, roasted marshmallows. And if I go here, get away from the pole! If I go here, and I have something to give you, and I give him a marshmallow. See, I got 22. Go down here and give. Alright, there, it gives it to him. And now I had 1 to start that it worked somewhere. I don't know why. This says 1. It still says 1. Alright, so it didn't do anything. I don't know what's going on, if it's glitched out or what, but I mean, Gameloft, maybe it's my fault. I don't know. I'm not going to blame Gameloft until I have reason to. Alright, so there we go. That is the, so, I don't know. How much longer do we have for the Summer Sizzle event? We have, description, we've got until August 18th. That is next week. You got 1 week to finish that up. So I will hopefully finish it up when I find out what is going on there. Let us check out the premium shop here. What have we got for this week? Star Path I still haven't done, and oh, come on, Gray. Stop being dumb. Alright, here we go. Wait, do we have a new floating festival? Yes, we do have a new floating festival. And when does that we have, no, not this. We have the Parks Floating Festival that will be starting. That's going to be nice. Look at that. That's going to be starting in 6 days. I can't wait for that one. That's beautiful. The Parks Floating Festival. We have the Adventureland trash bins. They got the Carnivorous Plant, the Adventureland entry, the Jungle Cruise entrance, Adventureland lamppost, and that's all it shows right now. So that starts in 6 days. So we will be right on that when it comes out. Let's go to the premium shop. We have got, what do I always do this? Why? We have got Crafty Crochet Stand for 1,500. We've got the Pink Crochet Pig, very cute little pig, for 2,000. We've got Sunflower Crochet Wings, 1,750. The Sunflower Crochet Ensemble for 1,750. We got the Explorer Eeyore skin for 2,500. Let me see. Look at this. That's okay looking. We got the Relax and Oasis for 2,000, which I already have. Rapunzel costume dress, 1,750. Spring Festival Rapunzel, 2,500. Magnolia decoration for 1,750. Tinkerbell's house for 3. We got Big Hero 6 Workspace Bundle, 1,750. Edna Mode Machine Bundle, 1,750. We got the Tangled Watering Can for 1,500. The Designer Workshop for 3,000. We have got the Deluxe Tropical Valley Bundle. That's new for 20% off. I don't know if it's new or old. Dream Castle Tropical, yes. We get all this. We got Goofy's Tangled Stall for 20% off. Agrabah 10% off for $15.75. Halloween Town Hall $37.50. The Villains Royal Tools for $37.50. Potion Brewer's House for $3 if you want to make Halloween Town. Haunted Gazebo $1,500. Wilted Flower Cottage for $3. The Mossy Castle for $3. Jafar Costume $17.50. The Zima $17.50. And that is, oh, we got a free one today, folks. We got this. And all right, let's see what we got. We got all of this wonderful stuff. Boom. And I got a skirt. Yay! Oh, I look beautiful. We got this necklace. Got a nice earring. And some classic aviators. All right, nice. I want to try on that new clothing that I got. No, I don't want that. Wardrobe. Let's just go here really quickly. Where's there? There they are. Woo! Look at those. Sexy beast. You know I look good in those. I mean, the boots are a little bit iffy, but that's alright. We'll leave them like that. Alright. So, I really have to get on some of these old quests. I know I just let them go. I really did, but I'm not worried about it. Let's get to comments here really quick. We got Pink Rose says, Happy Monday, Gray. Well, thank you. That was one day ago. Thank you, Pink Rose. Well, two days ago now. Thank you, Pink Rose. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Alicia Algado says, how to make biscuits. And Alicia says in the comments, I used this and it made glazed donuts. Now, the thing is, and I think I've explained this 1,000 times, so I'm going to do it one more time. If you read, you have to read the description of the video that I put up, because a lot of these older, the original Dreamlight Valley recipes that came out years ago, right, when we first started Dreamlight Valley, about a year after they came out, they changed the recipes for some reason. We don't know why. They just did. So a lot of those videos, and particularly the one that you are referring to, Alicia, says, and I mean, I'm looking at it right now, how to make biscuits. See below for the recipe. Means that it was altered. It means that the video was the actual recipe was changed. So that means that the recipe is in the description of the video, right? And I marked all those. I wasn't going to go back and redo the video. So what I did was I went and I changed the description and I put it in the title, see recipe below. So that way you could follow. You don't even have to watch the video. You can just look in the description and I have the recipe written right there, the new recipe, the updated one. All right, but that, I've explained that so many times that the older Dreamlight Valley recipes were changed, and with that, I did not go back and like redo all. It would take me forever to try to figure out which ones have changed, because I'd have to go through all the videos that I originally did and change them to, you know, whatever, and so that would take. So I just instead changed when I saw that a recipe wasn't working, I would look at the updated version and I would write the recipe down and put it in the description. So you have to check the description. You guys should be reading the descriptions in the videos. I know people just click on videos and they don't care what's written in the description, but you should always be checking what's in the description. You should always be checking what's in the description of the video that you're watching. It has information there. Gildy Residence says, I'm not sure why, but my quest for Ursula says pick up purple hydrangeas. Me thinking this quest was normal until I picked up purple ones and nothing happened. But when I go to inventory, the blue hydrangeas and the quest star on it like I needed it for a quest. That might be for something else. Alright, so blue hydrangeas, it probably means you have a quest for something else or someone else has need for that blue hydrangea. Alright, I have a lot of those things. I have like a lot of those items that are meant for something else, but when I pick them up, right, if it's needed someplace in Dreamlight Valley, it's going to have the sign on it that says this is needed by someone somewhere. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, that it's for Ursula, because you have an Ursula quest for purple hydrangeas. It just means that somewhere there's a character in here or a quest that wants blue hydrangeas. So it's letting you know to hang on to these because they're for something that you need right now. Okay? That's all that means, Gildy. Cookie Coco says, hey Gray. Hello, Cookie Coco. Pink Rose, hey Gray. I hope your doctor appointment is going well. It is. It was fine. I'm sorry about Beauty. Beauty is, as you all know, my cat. We ended up. She's 20 years old. We brought her to the vet because her stomach was swollen. The doctor found a baseball-sized tumor, in her stomach, and so yeah, she has that. But she's acting pretty normal. She's acting like herself, but with a tumor in her stomach. If that's these, and it's sad because I know I'm gonna lose her at some point. But for now, she's okay. She's very. It bothers her to a point of where she's not used to being fat. If that makes sense. Like, she's not used to having a large stomach, and she's trying to work around that. Like, when she lays down, she's trying to get comfortable. And they did give us like some prednisone and stuff to keep her comfortable and pain free. She doesn't seem to be in any pain. She seems to be like her normal self, only trying to work around having a large stomach. So she's okay for now. Pink Rose continues, I hope she gets well soon. It's okay to cry. She won't ever get well. Okay, like, she has a tumor. She's 20 years old. They can't do anything about it. It will end up, taking her life. But it is hard. We have cried already. Of course we have. She's one of our babies. She's one of my babies, man. Of course, yeah. It's sad. It's very sad, especially after you have a cat for 20 years. So, continuing with what Pink Rose has wrote, it says, hugs to you, Allie, and all your pets. Well, thank you so much, Pink Rose. We appreciate that. Brendan McBride says, there were many glitches with the update, most of which were caused by the new castle skin. They already sent a hot fix, so the person needs to contact Gameloft if there's still a problem. There you go. So someone, I don't remember what the problem was, but the new castle skin is to blame. Theater Workshop Chris was saying, hi Gray, I have not played the game for 2 to 3 years and recently began again. Oh, well, welcome back. This is my first Summer Sizzle event, and before it kicked off, it showed the first as claimed, even before the marshmallow spawn. Well, yeah, something you did caused you to be able to. You're lucky, because I can't finish that one. You're lucky, Theater. You're lucky because yours was automatically completed for you. I can't complete it. I've tried to do it, and something's wrong with it. It's glitched out, like right here. I've tried. I got one to work, and as I have one. As you can see, I can give these things to anyone. Like, watch. Let's try it one more time. You guys see, I have one that has worked. All right, here we go. Let's go with this dude. Everyone says I've read upon it, and it says you just have to give it to the. Look at the quest I got for this guy to do. I have something to give you, okay? And let's give him one. I'm almost full here. So here we go. Give him this. Give. Boom. All right, you get the yellow stars, and let us see. And okay, so he got that. Let's go look. Look, I still have one. It doesn't work. It's borked. Gameloft needs to really, yeah. I'm blaming that on Gameloft. I don't think it's a me. I think it's a them. So yeah. Hi Grace, says Brenda. Hi Brenda. And oh, I forgot. You know what? I have to give away the. I'm sorry. I have been busy. I haven't done a video. I still have to do the. The raffle. I will be doing that this week, hopefully. I just haven't been on. We got Kimberly, who says, hi, Gray. Hello, Kimberly. Kimberly says hello, and nice of you to say, just drop by, Kimberly. Thank you for saying hi. That is our comments for this week, folks. Let us go to the pup so we can end this video. Today we got with Morgan Fairchild's dogs, we've got Tank, ID number 259804. There's going to be a link in the description. Yes, please read the description. Let me get rid of this quest. It's really annoying me. There's going to be a link in the description that takes you to the webpage of the Second Chance Rescue who save dogs. I'm going to go in here so no one bothers me. I'm going to go in here just so no one bothers me. There we go. Who save animals, okay? They save animals. They pull them out of high kill shelters. That is the second chance. Did I hear someone? Oh, jeez, it's Olaf. He's high. You can see him just peeking over the little desk there. He's not talking though, so we're good. So if you follow the link, it'll bring up a little like text box. Just put in there, please pull dog ID number this, and then hit send. That's all you have to do. That's the easiest thing to do in the world. So to start with, we've got Tank, whose ID number 259804, and he needs to be pulled. So that is NYCACC. He is a 4-year-old, highly fearful, avoids the leash, and retreats within his kennel. He's scared. He's a scared pup. 259804. Please put that into the text box in the link in the description of this video and send it. Alright, so please. We got 2-year-old Max, who was surrendered in late July because owner was evicted. Ben with his owner since it was a puppy. He is at NYCACC. He is ID number 232450. Very cute dog. Aw, I'm sure he wants to be in a home again. He probably misses his family. So let's get him into a new family. He is tolerant with strangers and kids, and he has earned the best possible behavior rating. He is good with everything. Sweet, lovable, smart, gentle, friendly, loyal, protective, crate trained. Max, 2 years old, and is at NYCACC. This dog deserves, all dogs deserve a home, but this dog deserves a home. He is a perfect dog, perfect behavior, and would love to have a family. Again, he is ID number 232450. He will be available tomorrow. So please, let's get him into a home. Beautiful dog. NYCACC silently killed Casper, a sweet, happy, gorgeous 5-month-old puppy. A puppy. He was at Queens. So you know what, Queens? Screw you, you dirty scumbags, for killing a puppy. You guys are a bunch of ghouls. You're a bunch of murdering ghouls. Queens, NYCACC. Scumbags. They killed the puppy. That's not even good. We got a 13-year-old Polly. It looks like a beautiful white Jindo Polly, beautiful white German Shepherd. She's at Downey, one of the scummiest shelters in the country besides NYCACC, and then, you know, Downey is in LA, Los Angeles County. She's ID number A as in Apple 5790561. That is for Jindo Polly, and she is a beautiful girl. She has been an outside dog. If you have why bother? All right, why bother having a dog if you tie it outside? All right, do you need a live yard ornament? Is that your issue? I don't understand. I mean, I get that dogs can go outside. I mean, our dogs go outside all the time. They have their own pen, and they go outside, but we don't leave them out there. We don't leave them out, right? We don't tie them outside to be in the elements in the winter or in the hot summer. And there are people who just leave their dogs out there. They don't even look at them. They rarely bring them food and water. They just, they're yard ornaments for people, and I used to have this neighbor that was like that. I used to get so mad that, I would turn your ass in quickly. The only like attention that they would pay to their dog is they'd open the door, tell it to shut up, and that was when it was barking. That was it. That was it. So why bother? Why do you have to have a dog for if that's the case? If that's how you treat it? Why? Makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense. I'm gonna repost this for She's at Downey 85790561. She needs a rescue, please. All right, everyone. That is going to do it. That's going to do it for this week's pups. We only have 3, so please put them into the second chance of rescue text box and send them to be pulled. Let second chance rescue give them a chance at life. That is so important. And screw you, NYCACC, for killing Casper, the 5-month-old puppy. On behalf of Casper, you guys are murdering ghoul scumbags at NYCACC. But we already knew that. We already knew what scumbags you are. So you're going to pay. Eventually, one day, karma will come to get you. Whether it's here or whether it's in the afterlife, if you believe in the afterlife, you can't get away with murdering the innocents and not paying somewhere down the line. And you certainly will be paying because you're murdering scumbags. So that's how I'm going to end the show today, everyone. I appreciate you all watching. Thank you for all the well wishes with the scans and with beauty. We appreciate you. We love you all. We just absolutely, I just love coming here and chatting. We don't need to talk about gaming. There's so many other channels that sit there and tell you how to plant corn and raise flowers and all that junk. I mean, it's fun. We do it. But there's more to this channel than just learning how to, throw down a fence post in Dreamlight Valley. We still talk about it, right? We still talk about it. But we do other things too. We talk about life in general and, the perils of life, the perils of what happens when, and I might get a little bit, janky. I might get a little bit irate sometimes because I'm a human and I have feelings and I have emotions and I have very strong emotions when it comes to animal rights and what we do to our loyal friends, the cruelty that we impose on them should not go unpunished. People need to learn that they can't get away with shit like that, and I'm here to call them out. I'm here to do it. That's my, I'm here to, just to say, y'all need to do better. You need to be better humans. I'm not talking about you in particular, I'm talking about the people that abuse animals. You need to do better, right? You need to be more responsible, so. That's it. That's all I have for this week. I will talk to you all very soon. Be the best human being that you can be today. Don't be as good as you're going to be tomorrow, but be much better than you were yesterday. I wish you all a magical day, week. If I come back, we'll have another video. I have to do that drawing giveaway. We will be doing that when I find something. I don't know what I'm going to jump into. I'll jump into something and play it. So we'll talk to you all then.